What's up, Montreal? It's your boy VAVO. Super stoked to be here. First time playing Lasso. And as a fellow Canadian, it means the world to me to play Canadian festivals. So let's just get that out of the way. Just a love for country music. I think it's pretty simple. I think, when you look at Stagecoach out in California, I don't think anyone ever thought that that would be like a country scene, and now it's one of the biggest. So I think it just really depends on where the fans are and where the country music fans are, and I think you can find them anywhere, and country's become the new it genre, and everybody's starting to like it as it goes a little more pop and stuff like that. It opens the doors to a lot more people. I remember when I graduated high school, it was you either liked country or you didn't, and there weren't as many people that liked it back then as they do now because the lines have kind of crossed, and you have a lot of collaborations with hip-hop artists, with pop artists, collaborating with country artists, so it just allows a much wider audience. So I think 4 years, many more to come, because as you can see with how big this festival is, it's clearly wanted and a lot of people love it. So I will say, when I play a lot of like after parties for country shows and stuff, the crowds are really, really crazy. And I think it's because during the day, a lot of country sets are a little bit slower pace, and then when the night comes, they still want to party because they've been drinking all day. And when you cue in some dance music, it goes crazy. Whereas when you're at a dance festival, you get dance music all day. And sometimes by the time that the night rolls around, people can get a little more worn out. But you come to a country festival, and every after party I've played at a country festival has been insane energy. It's been crazy. So, yeah, I've met Bailey quite a few times. I mean, this is the third festival in 3 weeks that I've been on the lineup with Bailey. He's really cool. I did a remix for him with Wes Diplo, Religiously, and that came out last year. So Bailey's a really cool guy. Shabuzi, obviously Shabuzi does a lot of stuff in the crossover genre too, but I'm open to really just work with anyone. I think for me as an artist, it doesn't matter the name, the size of the artist, it's how you sound and if you fit the song sonically or not, because good music is good music. And you can have an A-list artist on your song, and if it's not really a good song to the fans, it's not going to do anything. But you could have the most obscure person that nobody's ever heard of, and you have a fantastically produced record, and it goes well. I think, Avicii did a really good job at that. Most of the artists Avicii worked with, rest in peace to Tim, but most of the artists he worked with were uncredited. They weren't even credited on the records, but they just sounded so good. And that's like kind of my mindset now. I try to think that way. So, but I listen to a lot of country music. I listen to a lot of hip hop music, a lot of Morgan Wallen, but a bit of everything. I'm very like mood dependent on what I listen to. I don't really have like a go-to. My playlist can range from Morgan Wallen to some hip hop to Air Supply, All Out of Love. So I run the whole gambit. Whether it's one person or 10,000 people, I treat it the exact same. And although it's hard to do that sometimes, I want to give my all to everybody. And you never know who's in that crowd. And you never know that one person that could be that is in that crowd could be the owner of a festival, could be the owner of a nightclub, etc. And it can open some major doors for you. So whether it's 1 or 1,000 or 10,000, I give it my all. Finishing off the year strong with shows for sure. And just really, I think I've finally sonically found my sound and who I want to be as an artist. So, continuing to do the EDM remixes that everyone knows me for, but really focusing heavily on my singles and my originals and hopefully building a brand off that as well. So I love each and every one of you who supports me and allows me to do this for a living. I've said it a few times, but 2 years ago, I was driving a garbage truck in Windsor, Ontario, wondering when I would do music full time. And because of you guys, the fans, and all the support you give me, it allows me to live my dream and do this. And I hope that the music I create makes you happy, makes you feel a special type of way. And I know that the world can be crazy, especially nowadays, but I hope that you find some sort of peace and happiness with my music. And that's all I can ask for as an artist. So.